welcome to Midday Update. Let's take a look at the headlines for today. Parts of Oman witnessed rainfall accompanied by thunderstorms. ROP urges vehicle drivers to take caution. New lockdown timings to start at Oman from Friday. Oman and Sri Lanka review means of boosting trade cooperation. Infrastructure projects of Maha's industrial city to be awarded in September. Angela Merkel meets Joe Biden. The message is harmony. India reports 41,806 fresh COVID-19 cases and 581 deaths. Former President of Pakistan, Mamnoon Hussain, passes away at 80. 2 Indian cricketers tested positive in UK, one still in isolation, but the other is asymptomatic. Messi to sign fresh 5-year contract with Barcelona and take 50% wage cut. Those were the headlines. On our show today, we'll also be joined by Ms. Sara Abdulaziz Al-Wahabi from Dar Al-Ata, who will tell us about a really interesting program. But first, the quick weather fact for the day. Since we've had rains from early this morning, here's something on lightning. Lightning can most certainly strike outside of the rain zone. These are called anvil crawlers. They can strike out of the anvil portion of a severe thunderstorm way ahead of the rain. That was our fact for the day, and now we have the weather update from Oman Meteorology and Civil Aviation Authority. An alert has been issued indicating poor horizontal visibility during thunder showers. There are also chances of wadis in Dhofar and the Al Hajar Mountains. Seas will be rough along the coastal areas of the Arabian Sea. Apart from that, we've got partly cloudy to cloudy skies along the coastal areas of the Dhofar Governorate and also the adjoining mountains, with chances of isolated rain and occasional thunder showers. There will be continued cloud advection over most of the Sultanate. There is also a possibility of convective cloud development and thunder showers associated with fresh downward drafts over the Al Hajar Mountains and adjoining areas towards the afternoon. With that, let's take a look at what the weather will be like throughout the Sultanate. Muscat will be sunny with temperatures between 32 and 36 degrees Celsius. Musandam will be partly cloudy with temperatures between 30 and 38 degrees Celsius. North Al-Batana will be partly cloudy with temperatures between 31 and 37 degrees Celsius. South Al-Batana will be partly cloudy with temperatures between 34 and 43 degrees Celsius. Al-Buremi will be partly cloudy with temperatures between 34 and 46 degrees Celsius. Al-Dahira will be partly cloudy with temperatures between 34 and 46 degrees Celsius. Al-Dakhla will be partly cloudy with temperatures between 30 and 44 degrees Celsius. North Al-Sharqiya will be partly cloudy with temperatures between 29 and 42 degrees Celsius. And South Al-Sharqiya will also be partly cloudy with temperatures between 31 and 40 degrees Celsius. Al-Wusta will be sunny with temperatures between 29 and 46 degrees Celsius. And Dhofar will be partly cloudy with temperatures between 26 and 27 degrees Celsius.
Oman's largest online supermarket now has no minimum order limit. From grocery to household items, Rafiq has everything that you want. Enjoy worry-free shopping with over 8,000 products to choose from and get it delivered straight to your doorstep. Rafiq, you order, we deliver.
Welcome back to the Midday Update. Now for the COVID-19 updates for the day. The Ministry of Health has announced the registration of 14 new COVID-19 deaths, taking the total death toll to 3,498. The Ministry has extended its deepest condolences to the families of the deceased. The Ministry of Health has also announced the registration of 904 new COVID-19 cases, taking the total cases in the Sultanate to 289,042. The total recoveries reached 263,752. The Ministry has urged everyone to adhere to social distancing instructions issued by the Supreme Committee and the Ministry of Health. And now for the local stories. Parts of Muscat and South Al-Sharqiya governorates witnessed heavy rainfall and thunderstorms accompanied by active downward winds. Earlier this morning, the Civil Aviation Authority said the following in a statement. The latest satellite images show the flow of cumulus clouds on the coast of the Sea of Oman. Currently, we are monitoring rainfall of varying intensity and thunderstorms accompanied by active downward winds over the governorates of Muscat and South Al-Sharqiya. This may include the governorate of South Al-Batana in the coming hours. The Royal Oman Police has urged vehicle drivers to be alert and take necessary precautions in the event of rainfall and low horizontal visibility. ROP added tips for safe driving in the rain. They were: drive slowly and keep distance with the vehicle in front of you to be able to act correctly in emergency situations. Stay away from the vehicle that is ahead of you with a safe distance that allows you to stop within 5 seconds at least. Use additional lights or flashlights if necessary. When driving in submerged water, do not press the gas pedal, but rather direct the wheels forward and do not press the brakes until you regain full control of the vehicle. If the vehicle skids, direct the steering wheel in the direction you want to go and do not press the brakes hard. The Royal Oman Police has said that it is preparing to implement the new movement ban timings from Friday. Starting from July 16, the movement ban will start at 5 p.m. and will continue till 4 a.m., the ROP said. Full lockdown will be implemented on the first 3 days of Eid al-Adha, that is July 20th to 22nd. In order to ensure the availability of basic services and to facilitate the emergency movement of people, the Accident Centre at the Royal Oman Police will operate during the complete closure with the participation of some main sectors of government institutions, including the health sector, the municipal sector, the tourism sector, the transport, the communications and information technology sector, the housing and relief sector, the agriculture, fisheries, water resources, and the commerce and industry sector. The Accident Centre will receive comments related to the period of movement ban and complete closure. Inquiries and clarifications of citizens and residents will be dealt with through the centre, and it will provide facilities according to emergency cases. The centre will work 24 hours via the number 1099. With the advent of Kharif season in the governorate of Dhofar, the Royal Oman Police reminded the visitors to the governorate the necessity of receiving the vaccine in order to avoid the trouble of travel. The ROP has urged the citizens and residents to continue to abide by the directives and decisions issued by the Supreme Committee and to fully cooperate with the relevant authorities during the coming period in order to achieve public interest and to preserve the safety and health of all. Qais Mohammad Al Yusuf, Minister of Commerce, Industry and Investment Promotion, and Tharaka Al Balasuriya, State Minister of Regional Cooperation in the Democratic Socialist Republic of Sri Lanka, reviewed the distinguished relations between the two friendly countries and means of promoting trade and economic cooperation. The virtual meeting discussed matters of common interest. It also reviewed means of enhancing cooperation in trade and investment spheres. The meeting suggested establishing a direct sea line through the ports of the two countries to directly export and import goods. The meeting also touched on the potential of setting up Sri Lankan industries in the Sultanate in a bid to benefit from Oman's location and the free trade agreements it has with a number of countries in the world. The tender for constructing roads and relevant infrastructure work and services in Mahas Industrial City in the Vilayat of Qasab is expected to be awarded next September, the Acting Director General of Mahas Industrial City, Mubarak Salam Al-Gilani, said on Wednesday. In a statement to Oman News Agency, Al-Gilani said that Mahas Industrial City Administration is expected to operate in the temporary administrative building in the Vilayat of Qasab this September. The layout for the industrial city of Mahas has also been devised based on the geographical location, the governorate's natural resources and its proximity to the Gulf and regional markets. The economic study suggests focus on specific economic and industrial sectors with added value within the light and medium industries, such as food industries, which include canning and packing fish and meat products, and drinking water purification and packaging, manufacturing building materials, furniture, fabrics, logistics, and other industrial activities. The total volume of investments in Mahas Industrial City until the middle of 2021 is up to Omani Riyal 28 million. He pointed out that they received a number of new investment applications as they will be localized soon. So as I mentioned earlier on our show today, we have Ms. Sara Abdul Aziz Al Wahabi from Dar Al Atta. Ms. Sara, welcome to the show.
Hello, thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure. So Ms. Sara, first of all, tell us a little about yourself and your association with Dar Al Atta.
I'm a business management and digital marketing graduate, and I recently joined Dar Al Atta earlier this year as the media manager.
And Darul Atta has recently announced a very nice program, the 10 Nights program. Am I right? Could you tell us a little bit about the program?
Yes, we have a program called 10 Nights, and it's supposed to signify 10 nights before Eid and the Islamic month of Eid al-Adha, which is what we're going through right now. These 10 nights are important to Muslims. They're supposed to be doing good deeds, get closer to God, and stuff like that, and give to charity. So we've launched a campaign to help them do so. So we have 10 nights, 10 financial cases, and 10 influencers.
Right. Ms. Artia, can you tell me what was the most heart-touching case that you handled while taking care of this program?
Like I mentioned, so we have 10 financial cases going on at the moment. So there are different cases, families who have issues, either like a loan that they couldn't pay, or they have an arrest warrant and stuff like that. But the app has been running for a while now, since Ramadan. And the case that comes to mind was this man. He was a father, and he had like 3 kids. He hasn't seen his kids in 6 months because of a loan he had of 5,000 riyals. So he wasn't sleeping at home because he was worried to get arrested. So he'd go from mosque to place. And I remember putting this case on the app. We have, and within 10 hours, it was solved. So calling him in and telling him that you can finally see your children, that was really touching. I mean, yeah, I can't forget that case.
I can only imagine. How do you feel when you're able to solve these cases one after the other? I'm sure it's a very rewarding experience.
I feel like maybe because I'm behind the scenes, so I get to see like the family and like maybe sometimes share the good news and whatever. So you can't put it to words, because like when you have a distress like that and it involves like, your family, and not being able to see them or being away for a while, and then just getting that solved in a day or two, and you never expected it, I think that's something really special. So yeah, it really touches you.
I'm absolutely sure. So Ms. Arya, you mentioned there are a couple of influencers who are going to be part of the program. Who are they? The name of the program?
Yeah, we have 10 different influencers. We try to choose from different backgrounds. We have a mix of male and female. We have Her Highness Maya Al Saeed. We have the Omani tennis player Nabhani. We have the twins Munder and Tariq Al Busaidi. So we try to choose people that are diverse, so we can reach as much people as possible. And the influencers really have a talent of reaching their audience and trying to get the emotional message across. And we're really happy to work with them.
And yes, we're looking forward to hearing more about the program too. And thank you once again, Ms. Sarah, for joining us today. And good luck, and have a great evening.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. I just want to mention that our app is available on the iOS store and Google Play, and it makes donations really easy. It's both in English and in Arabic, so we would be happy if you would download our app.
Yes, I encourage all our viewers to go ahead and download that app right now. Ms. Sarah, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you. Take care.
Have a great day. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
That was Ms. Sarah from Darul Atta. We'll take a short commercial break and we'll be right back.
Oman's largest online supermarket now has no minimum order limit. From grocery to household items, Rafiq has everything that you want. Enjoy worry-free shopping with over 8,000 products to choose from and get it delivered straight to your doorstep. Rafiq, you order, we deliver.
Hello and welcome back to Midday Update. Now for the international stories. Henry Kissinger is rumored to have once asked, Who do I call if I want to speak to Europe? The former United States Secretary of State denies ever having posed this question. Regardless of whether Kissinger uttered it or not, in recent years, foreign policy figures in Washington have certainly known whom to call over pressing European issues. German Chancellor Angela Merkel. Indeed, Merkel has gained a reputation as a stable and respectable fixture in foreign affairs. She is also widely seen as an ardent advocate of liberty and human rights. With German general elections set for September 26th, however, Merkel's 16-year reign is ending soon, as she is not running for re-election. Before her tenure is up, Merkel will be making one last visit to the US to meet with President Joe Biden in what will likely be her last major trip abroad. Both nations are looking to bolster the transatlantic bond after Biden's predecessor Donald Trump took the US on a unilateral course, affronting allies all along the spectrum. The visit, therefore, will be all about strengthening transatlantic ties. Merkel's trip is one of her new foreign visits since the COVID-19 pandemic began. Biden and Merkel will most likely discuss the ongoing risk posed by the coronavirus and its fallout. According to US government sources, they will also talk about the threat of climate change and promoting economic prosperity and international security based on shared democratic values. As many as 41,806 fresh COVID-19 cases were reported in India in the last 24 hours. The Health Ministry said on Thursday, a slight rise from the previous day's count of 38,792 cases. A total of 30,987,880 positive cases have been reported so far, including 30,143,850 recoveries and 411,989 deaths. 581 people died of COVID in the last 24 hours. There are now 432,041 active cases in the country. Active cases constitute 1.39% of the total cases. As many as 39,130 patients recovered from the virus in the last 24 hours. The nationwide recovery rate now stands at 97.28%. According to the Indian Council of Medical Research, 438,011,958 samples have been tested for COVID so far. Of these, 19,043,488 samples were tested only yesterday. The weekly positivity rate currently stands at 2.21%. A total of 391,340,491 doses of COVID-19 vaccines have been administered in the country so far, including 3,497,058 in the last 24 hours. Former Pakistan President Mamnoon Hussain died in Karachi on Wednesday after a prolonged illness. He was 80 years old. Hussain, who was a PMLN loyalist, served as the 12th President of Pakistan from 2013 to 2018. He was then replaced by Asif Ali Zardari. He was diagnosed with cancer in February last year and was under treatment at a private hospital in the city for some days, where he breathed his last. Hussain is survived by his wife and 3 sons. Pakistan's President Arif Alvi expressed sorrow over Hussain's demise, saying he shared the pain of his bereaved family. PMLN President Shahbaz Sharif also shared sadness over Hussain's death. Pakistan Army Chief General Qamar Javed Bajwa expressed his condolences on Hussain's demise. Those are the international stories. We'll take a short commercial break and we'll be right back.
Oman's largest online supermarket now has no minimum order limit. From grocery to household items, Rafiq has everything that you want. Enjoy worry-free shopping with over 8,000 products to choose from and get it delivered straight to your doorstep. Rafiq, you order, we deliver.
Welcome back to Midday Update. Now for the sports stories. The spread of COVID-19 wasn't restricted to just the England team in the recent past. Even 2 Indian cricketers were affected by the virus in the UK. Both, fortunately, are doing fine now. While one has even returned negative tests since, the other will be tested on July 18th as he completes his 10th day in isolation on Sunday. Sources in the know of developments said both the players were asymptomatic as such, and there were minor signs of cough and cold when they first tested for COVID-19. Asked if there were any further reasons to worry as the boys were on a break after the World Test Championship final, the source said that all the players were fine and regular testing is on now. As of now, they're all fine, but we will be testing them regularly and following strict protocols. Safety of the players is always a priority, the source said. The Indian team will play a warm-up game from July 20th to 22nd against the County Championship 11 team that is being arranged by the England and Wales Cricket Board after a request from the Board of Control for Cricket in India. The BCCI made a request to the ECB for a warm-up game and it will be played from July 20th to 22nd, with the team wanting to test themselves in a practice game rather than 2 inter-squad games before the series gets underway. The BCCI spoke to the ECB and the same has been worked out. Argentina striker Lionel Messi is all set to sign a new 5-year contract with Spanish club Barcelona. Along with signing a new deal, Messi will also be taking a 50% wage cut. Messi has agreed to take a cut on his yearly earnings in order to re-sign for Barcelona, and the club will make a formal announcement in the coming weeks. Messi has spent his entire career with Barcelona after signing on with the club in 2004. His contract expired in June this year, but he is now set to sign a new deal with the Catalan side. The striker, who is fresh from lifting the Copa America title with Argentina and has earned €550 million over the course of his last 5-year contract, which equates to around €75 million per season. Earlier, the likes of PSG, Manchester City and Inter Milan had all shown interest in signing Messi. If Messi indeed signs a new deal with Barcelona, then he will stay with the club until 2026, and by then he will be 39 years old. On Sunday, Messi won his first international title as Argentina defeated Brazil to lift the Copa America title. Messi was judged player of the tournament. Those are local, international and sports stories for today. We'll be back with midday updates, so stay tuned and keep watching TTV.
You've just heard the live feed from the TTV studios on TFM 95.4. Let's talk.